Eating. It's one of the great necessities and pleasures in life. So learning how to use our kitchens, how to prepare tasty meals without breaking the bank, and learning how to enjoy that whole food process, it's an important part of our daily lives and of our well-being. So if you're like me and you enjoy food, were you going to enjoy what we have on our menu today? Hi again, Ed Humphrey here with a brand new episode of About Townshippers. Now this series has a really simple goal. We want to help you get the services you need by learning more about the organizations and the individuals that serve and support the English-speaking communities of the beautiful eastern townships of Quebec. Now I recently had a really great chat with Guillaume Loiselle-Boudreau, who is director of the Collective Kitchens of Haut-Saint-Francois. Now this is a great organization that facilitates activities all around food autonomy. So they help people become more comfortable preparing their own healthy meals, discovering new recipes, and that's all done in a very welcoming and comfortable atmosphere. So here's our conversation. Well, good afternoon, Guillaume.
Good afternoon, Ed.
Thanks for accepting my invitation, and we'll jump right in. Now, the Collective Kitchens of the Haut-Saint-Francois have been providing services to the MRC for quite some time now, but I've kind of got the feeling that this pandemic has really brought to light, or maybe increased the importance of what you guys do, what the services you offer. So, how do you see the organization's role, even before, during, and maybe even after the pandemic?
Yeah, first of all, we offer our services since 1997 in the Haut-Saint-Francois, and our services evolved a lot during the years and the last decades, especially. So I would say the organization changed some director in the past 5 years. So I'm the new guy since September 2019. And I would say our services changed a lot because the health ministry said that we're not the priority services. So we're not in the first line we were not in the first line during the pandemic. So we had to think a lot and discover and create new initiative to provide services in food autonomy, food security in Haut-Saint-Francois area. So finally, we changed a little bit our services to help Moisson Haut-Saint-Francois, so the food bank, because they asked us to close and to stop our groups. So first of all, we were not allowed to cook in small groups of 4 or 6, and until today we have to respect a lot of sanitary measures if we want to go back and start again our groups. So we had to put our main services on standby, and
if we jump on those main services just for a second. So food autonomy and food security.
Food autonomy, food security, and promote healthy habits, healthy lifestyle. So first of all, we create groups from 2 to 6 person to cook together. So they have to decide the recipes. They have to decide a date where they will cook all together at the same time in the same recipes. So there's a little bit of organization and planification in advance. And then during the cooking session, the workshop, our animator will come out more like a facilitator, and they will just lead the recipe, lead the workshop, and make sure everything goes well. So usually the groups cook once a month, and we have more than 60 members right now. So 60. More than 60 members in all the Haut-Saint-Francois area, MRC, but we have different kitchen in every town, every city. So we don't cook always in East Angus, for example. Our main office is in East Angus, but we cook everywhere in La Patrie, Scottstown, Ascot Corner, and Cook Shift. So we can go and move everywhere. We bring our stuff in our plastic box, and so all the necessary ingredients are there.
So it's not necessarily it is cooking classes, but if I understand that the foundation is really helping people become more autonomous in their relationships with food and how they,
exactly.
so
So
more
we
healthy.
promote food autonomy, and in this like scope, we want people to organize themselves to cook probably a week. They cook meals for a week, so it's like big batch of, can be spaghetti sauce, but can be General Tao as well, or international food as well as Quebec or Canadian food. So they can cook whatever they want. We have a special like fond base, we call it, and so we can provide all the basic ingredients to the all recipes. And usually our members, they only have to buy meat or fish or fruit and vegetable, fresh food, and they split the bill between the group. So it's economic for them because they don't have to pay all the basic ingredients, oil and flour and like spices, stuff like that, and different kinds of beans too. So it's part of to break also like isolation, especially during the pandemic. It was very hard, and we had to call our members, make sure they are okay. Different members, they have health issues also. So we had to change from workshop in person. We prefer to say workshop than cooking class, because it's a place where it's not a teacher's, not the same like a class. We don't say we are teacher. We exchange information between citizens, between adults, and sometimes families, they can come with their children too. So we learn all together, but there's no chef or no one person leading the group. We just like the vibe, like very like no hierarchy.
So it's a community organization working in a community way.
Yeah, exactly. In
very
a community
collective
way. We have different partnership with other organization, non-profit organization too, and all the municipalities too. So for example, with Virage Santé Mentale, we have a specific group with them. So we have the regular groups with 60 members, and we have also specific groups. So Centre des Femmes La Passerelle, for example, Virage Santé Mentale, or Les Étincelles de Bonheur. So different groups working with different kind of vulnerable person. So we will go there and cook with them special workshops. And we have different level of autonomy in our different groups. So if a group of 4 or 6, they feel like they are able to cook without our facilitator, it's okay. That's the objective. We want them to go there and to work alone. And maybe once every 3 or 4 months, we will go ask and feedback, and we want them to take pictures and post on Facebook too. So we promote the groups, their recipes, and their autonomy in all the planification, organization of the cooking session or workshop. Yeah.
Well, you've probably heard that the definition of a good animator or facilitator, we're always working to lose our jobs, right?
Yeah.
So that everybody can become autonomous.
That's our purpose. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've been there since September 2019?
Yeah.
So if you base it on what came before you, or what you've seen since September, has the profile of the members changed at all, whether it's age or social demographic profile or any changes?
I will say we like social mixity. We want people to come from different horizons, different incomes. So we have 50-50. 50% are low income person, 50% are more middle class. We have 25% of elders, 65 and more. We have a lot of families too. So our profile is more like elders, families, and people alone who don't know how to cook and they just want to learn. So yeah, we have special group also. We have special activities in all the schools and kindergarten. And so we also provide different, so 0 to 100 years old, we can adapt our workshop to a specific group each time.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know it was that widespread, you know, the extent of your services. Well, that's really interesting. So you guys really
Yeah,
touch a lot of the different slices of the MRC's population.
exactly. So for example, 0 to 5 years old, they are more in the discovering the fruits and vegetable and the food. So they will touch and manipulate and smell and taste. And we can split like a fruit salad then becomes a smoothie, and the smoothie we add like spinach and then it's green and wow, change colors. So it's more about discovering the food and
Okay.
to have fun eating and cooking a little bit. So we have plastic and wooden knives too for our kids. At school, we did bagels. We did homemade bagels with 200 kids at East Angus Elementary School.
With 200 kids, man, I can't even
Yeah,
make bagels here at home for 2 people. I don't know how you would do it with 200 kids.
they did 2 bagels each, group of 20, split in small groups of 4 or 5, with different voluntary person from
Wow.
Haut-Saint-Francois too. So yeah, we were very happy. It was just before the pandemic, so we had a very big plan of different activities and workshop in Galt, Alexander Galt High School, here in La Cité, La Polyvalente, here also in high school in East Angus. But everything stopped in March, so we had to put like on the ice our programs and projects. So we switched a little bit by doing some voluntary work for the food bank and maintain our online part of like cooking session workshop were developed during the pandemic. So before we didn't do any live on Facebook working cooking workshops. We were more like promoting sometimes pictures, but we were more on like person to person
Okay.
in the groups doing our animations more than on Facebook. And during the pandemic, we switched, so we had to be to expose and to explain and to be more on Facebook. So we start the live. Charlotte Crevier, one of our facilitator, she's very good.
I think
So
I saw that
yeah,
one. It was really good.
it's like around once a week or every 2 weeks she do in her home kitchen, and
Yeah.
sometimes with her son to some simple recipe to do at home, to cook at home with your kids or when you're alone. And like moving forward, we decided to start a new project like ingredient box or dining box or lunch box. We call it Cuisine ton haut for the, so cook your Haut-Saint-Francois.
Okay.
And we want people to become member if they are not, or if they are already member of a collective kitchen. We will provide 100% of the ingredients, and we want to put special product of Haut-Saint-Francois, so the local producers and any kind of vegetables or fruit. So right now during the summer camp, the day camps, we are cooking chia pudding with the small berry coulis. So they're doing in all the Haut-Saint-Francois area this recipe now. Today they are in Saint-Isidore de Clifton, for example. And so we want to, and we bought our blueberries and raspberries and strawberries here in Haut-Saint-Francois. And we prepare all with, as well as we can, all the product will come from Haut-Saint-Francois or close to. We want to help and promote local economy with this project. So
Well, so it's a win-win for everybody, right?
it's a
It's a win-win for the
win-win.
members, for the
Yeah,
organization, for the community, for everyone involved. That's what I'm discovering in this web series, that it's whatever the organization does, it's a win-win for everybody, and I think
yeah.
that's incredible.
And we want this project to be a COVID-19 special project, because when the COVID-19 will end, we will go back to our face-to-face, in-person working, cooking workshops. But for the time right now, we have some 10 to 20 of our members, maybe they have any health issues, they cannot go, even if they wear a mask, they cannot go and cook in person in small groups. So this project is to help them to still continue to cook at home and to communicate too. So we will deliver the box with all the ingredients to our members' door. And then they can call and make a rendezvous, an appointment with our facilitators, and they can cook online with FaceTime or Messenger or Zoom or on the phone.
Citizens, if someone wants to take advantage of your services and they give you a call or whatever, what can they expect when they first contact you?
They can give us a call, write an email, or even contact us on Facebook Messenger, and we will call them back. We will fill a form, so the member form, and then we plan for the next month, the first date. So they can join an actual group, or they can create their own group, start with 2%. So if they have a friend or their own family, they want to cook all together during the weekend, can be possible too. So we are very flexible. So, and it's free. We ask donation of $5 each year, but not necessary. It's voluntary. So not an obligation. And we will start, we will register them at the first contact, and then we will call them back to explain if we found maybe in their municipality, in their city, a special electoral group working there, and there is room for more people, or we will create a new group and start.
Are they bilingual groups, or do you form English groups only, or do you mix them up, or how do you guys work with that, with the different languages?
I want them to speak their own language, and I want them to feel confident that they can participate to the workshop in English too. So now we have 2 groups in English. So we want to promote more the Anglophone side of our services, because our 3 employees, we all speak English. So, and I also speak Spanish if we want to one day to make a group in Spanish. But first of all, we want everyone to feel comfortable to participate in their own language. So we are translating right now all our documents and make sure that everyone can participate. Yeah.
Oh, that's great to know.
I would say less than 5% of our members are only Anglophones.
Okay. Well, we're going to increase that.
Yeah, we want to.
So you'd mentioned a bit earlier, you guys are on Facebook, and we can also send you an email. What would be the best email address to reach you?
It's info@cchsf.ca.
Okay.
It's our general email.
And you guys have a website as well?
Not yet. We are creating our first website during this summer right now.
Well, Facebook is a real standard go-to anyways these days.
And the phone, during the pandemic, we like to speak to directly to the people on the phone. So don't be shy to call us anytime during the week. And if we don't answer, leave us a message and we will call you back as soon as possible.
Well, look, you've been very kind to speak with me today. Guillaume Loiselle-Boudreau, you're director of Collective Kitchens of Haut-Saint-Francois. And I've just learned a lot. I was excited about doing the interview with you, and we'll get the information out there, and hopefully we can increase your number of participants and get more English members in the organization.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk to you again next time.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye. If you'd like to improve your cooking skills and discover healthy and economical food choices while meeting great people, well, contact the Collective Kitchens of Haut-Saint-Francois. Now, the great news is that they generally have activities all throughout the RCM of Haut-Saint-Francois. And during the pandemic, well, a lot of their activities have gone online, so they're still accessible. Now, they can be reached by phone, and you can also find them on Facebook. My name is Ed Humphrey. Thanks a lot for being with us today, and stay tuned for upcoming episodes of About Townshippers. Take care.